This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
Good?
Good to go.
Good. Hello.
Hello, we're back.
Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm starting to dig through the old episodes to, like, get the YouTube and everything back up.
Okay.
And it's funny to, like, I don't know, it's like going back in time.
Right.
You go back and you're like, man, that's weird. This is very long. 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, 5 years of Phoes. And this, we started Phoes in this show around the same time. I mean, maybe
That's
more
amazing.
than that. I don't know.
I didn't realize it had been that long.
There's videos on the YouTube that say, like, uploaded 5 years ago.
I mean, we did take a couple relatively extended breaks.
Yeah, for sure.
And during COVID, we were really, like, pounding them out, I feel like.
Yeah, nothing else to do.
No, I know. I feel like you two were two of the only people that I saw for months.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll get the YouTube back up and get all the clips and everything. I'm going to start hitting it out. Because as we said today, I'm like, it's going to be winter, so I'm going to bunker down and get all the editing and everything done.
Yeah.
And it was winter for 3 days.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's spring again.
It is spring. Today was beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And you guys just said you were walking in, the sunset was incredible.
Yeah, sunset's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well,
Get the best sunsets here.
Yeah, dude. Shout out global warming.
Yeah.
Shout out Taylor Swift and her private jets. Leaving her giant carbon footprint everywhere.
Yeah, right?
So the last episode we did, you were going, that was before the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So
she must have caught wind. She must have listened to the podcast or something, and she moved to the end zone.
Oh.
At the last second. So she didn't get
But
berated
she was
with
still in a
snowballs.
box, right?
She was in a different box,
Yeah.
like all the way around the corner of the stadium.
Closer, further away. So Gabe spent a fucking fortune on tickets to get close to her, and then she moved her seats at the last minute?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I know.
What if the Swifties turn on this bitch? I mean, I know we can't stop talking about her, but like, she's building a pretty fierce fan base that if something happens where they turn on her, they're going to Marie Antoinette her. They're going to cut her head off.
I know. Which wouldn't really bother me.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Bills lost. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Wide right, yo.
Again. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were, it seems like they were playing too conservative and playing for the tie, in my opinion, and it blew up in their face, which is why you always gotta fucking go for the throat. Don't be like, well enough is good. It's not. It's just not.
Especially in that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's a bummer. So no one cares about the Super Bowl around here.
No, I care about my numbers now, and that's it. Let's go 26-24 San Francisco for those of you who want me to win money.
Yeah. I should bet on it.
Yeah.
I should put something down.
Get a square.
Get a square?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's, you guys draw up you doing like a jug thing?
Yeah. We got like 15 left.
Oh, yeah?
$50 a pop.
All right.
You can win 500 for the first quarter, 1,000 for the half, 500 for the third, and 2,000 for final.
Can I be like the guy at the horse track who's got like the visor and I roll up the thing and I start smacking it in my hand and I go, come on! So,
for sure.
Yeah, all right. That's fun. I like the pageantry of it.
Yeah.
I want the outfits and the whole thing. Yeah. Cigar and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I lose, I got to duck in the parking lot real quick so the henchmen can't get to me.
Yep. So we got a few big things planned here. One involving you. Friendly Phoes 5th anniversary show.
Yes.
Is this Saturday.
Yep.
We're doing
10th,
it
February 10th.
Yes. We're doing that at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So 9 o'clock. Come out for the
I think we're gonna do a little
show. It's gonna be fun.
We're gonna do like a little acoustic thing at the beginning too.
Oh, cool.
Just warm it up a little bit. We always are trying to do that. Like, cause Pete loves playing the cajon, the little slap box.
Yeah.
And like, there's a bunch of songs that we can't really do with the looping shit, so we're gonna do them there. It's gonna be cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we'll just rip some fucking dirty dance. We haven't done a back of the jug dirty throwdown in a long time.
I know. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't done that in quite a while. So, we're gonna be doing a special on beers, 5 for $15. Lower the price for everybody out there a little bit, and get rid of some old stock. They're just it's just left over from the end of the summer, so still within our. They're all from like September, so it's still within the 6 months or a year.
Well, yeah. What are you guys not going to drink them?
I know, exactly.
You're going to drink them.
So yeah, but we're gonna have buckets available.
Wouldn't alcohol, if it goes bad, just get stronger?
Liquor, I think, but not beer. But
it tastes awful, but it gets you more fucked up because you're being poisoned.
you know, they started up with all these born on dates because of like craft beers and stuff. And I mean, I remember beers being in our fridge for months and years on end, and there's nothing wrong with them.
But when you were a
you're
kid,
drinking a regular
and you'd
beer.
find the ghetto gas station that didn't ID, and their beers were like it was like faded, like the colors on the box were faded, and it was from like 3 Super Bowls ago.
Exactly.
There's like ads for like the first Iron Man movie. You're like, whoa,
they're still delicious.
Yeah, they've got it done. Yeah.
So, so we got that. That's going to be fun. Then the next day is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So you can come on down for the Super Bowl too if you want. Should be a good time. Like I said, go 49ers.
Yeah.
Don't root for the Chiefs.
You're not allowed in.
No, you will be. You will absolutely be escorted out.
And then when's the meatball thing? You were showing me the shirt is great.
Yeah,
with the little meatballs on it.
I'll send you the shirt, and we can put it up if you want. And so Saturday the 17th at 4 p.m. we're doing a meatball cook-off. Bring your best meatballs, any type. We have we know that we have a few different kinds coming already. We've got your standard Italian meatball, of course. I've got somebody who I believe is going to do Lebanese meatballs.
Nice.
We're going to have some...
That's probably like lamb, if I had to assume.
Yep,
like
that's what they said.
Or something?
Yeah, so I'm sure they'll be delicious. We're going to do Swedish meatballs, Vietnamese meatballs. And I'm sure there'll be a turkey meatball in there somewhere. But we've got prizes coming from Hamilton Beach. And 50% of the proceeds are going to go to the Leukemia Foundation.
Nice.
So
doing good things, doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, we're trying to help cure cancer because it's an awful fucking disease who takes too many good people away from all of us.
Toby Keith.
Yeah, Toby Keith.
Toby Keith.
Just took Toby Keith the other day.
Yeah. He's got 2 white trash names. 2 white trash first names. Toby and Keith.
Yeah.
There's no other line of work that guy could have gone into.
No, not at all, for sure.
You guys ever hear Trevor Travis? He's good. He's got some good stuff.
Trevor Travis.
Yeah. That's a bummer. And, well, no, Carl Weathers just died.
Carl Weathers did just die.
He didn't die of cancer. He died of... I think Rocky knocked him out so good that it, like... It took a while, but he got him.
Yeah, exactly.
That last punch at the end when they turn into a painting.
Yeah.
He fucking walloped him. It took him a few decades, but it really, you know.
Yeah. 5.
Yeah, so shout out Chubbs.
Shout out Chubbs. A couple losses. And, then the whole music thing will be starting in May. We've got St. Patrick's Day in March, but we'll talk about that again in the upcoming weeks.
You should rebel and get the German band for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah?
Yeah, it'd be different. Because there's probably a lot of people who are like, I can't listen to the fucking Dropkick Murphys again. They just are sick of the dan and then and they just can't hear that song. So they're like, they got German people? All right, well, a safe haven for people who hate the Irish. They made I Hate Elvis buttons.
Yeah.
For people who hated Elvis. You monopolize people who don't like all that Irish bullshit.
I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Being Irish, it's going to be kind of difficult for me.
Both of you Irish.
What?
You're both Irish.
I know. I thought you said polka.
No.
I said polka.
Oh, you said polka.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Something.
Yeah, we'll get a polka band in here.
Is St. Patrick's Day in? I mean, I'm sure they'd fucking hit it in Dublin and shit. But is it one of those things where real Irish people are like, no, that's some goofy American holiday?
Yeah, isn't St. Patrick Italian?
I don't think so.
That's what I always heard.
Didn't he chase the snakes out of Ireland? I don't know.
Yeah, from Italy. I don't know. But yeah, we've got some guests coming up on the show too, so stay tuned to find out who they are.
You got a buddy who was going to come do it, but then he couldn't, but now he's going to.
Yes.
Hopefully. Everyone says they will.
I know.
And then it's,
They hear about the microphone and they get nervous.
Microphones have a funny effect on people who aren't used to them.
They really do.
Yeah, like they see it and then they start moving away. Like
I remember the first one I did with you and Stevie Lala. Like I was like, and I did one and I was like hooked.
Yeah.
I was like, this is nothing. What the hell was I thinking? It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah. I think, musicians and stuff, like, we're used to, you know what I mean,
of course.
amplifying our voices and shit.
Yeah.
Anybody else is like, the fuck is that? Get that out of here.
I know.
Or they think if they can see it, it can hear them. Or like, you got to talk into it. Like, there's a microphone like 40 feet away. Like, I can see it, so it can get me. Don't get too close.
Don't get too close. Otherwise, my voice is going to be all over this place.
It is funny.
Yeah.
It's gonna, I've been, digging back into the old ones is funny. And all the clips and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, we've done a lot of these. Well, this is 129, this one.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's not bad.
No, we're getting up there. I went to the Sabres game last night.
Yeah. I haven't been to a Sabres game in a while. I want to go to one.
They lost 2-1, but KeyBank was kind enough to take us. They drove us.
Really?
Yeah. They
Who's
put
us? Like drug people?
Yeah.
Like the nice corporate fucking event here.
Yeah, it was me and the entire Costello family and our lawyer.
Oh, nice.
And so there was 8 of us in the box, and then there was 6 other people from I believe one of the key banks in Buffalo. And those guys, the other guys that were in the box were like, man, we need liquor. Not our group. So they asked, the lady comes in 2 or 3 times a period and is like, do you guys need me to refresh and everything? Because everything in the box is free. You got like pasta, pizza, wings, fingers. There's a veggie platter. Nice. There's all kinds of beer. There's all kinds of seltzers. There's all kinds of pop. There's water. Like, you're all set up in there. It's fucking great. And then they bring cookies in the 3rd period. It's pretty fucking fantastic.
Bring you a blanket and a cot. And you have nap time.
I know. I think they probably would if you asked. So they come in 2 or 3 times per period, and the 3rd time they came in the first period, the one guy from the other bank was like, you need liquor? And she's like, well, you can buy liquor, but we can't like just provide it free with the box. It doesn't come with the box. Like you get your seltzers and you get your beers as far as alcohol is concerned.
Well, yeah, they can't be fucking.
And he's like,
fucking falling.
He's
out
like,
of the
all
box.
right. He's like, I'll buy a bottle of Tito's. He's like, we got plenty of mixers in here because like I said, there's water, there's lemonade, there's everything. So she brings it in, and I'm like, just out of curiosity, how much was that little bottle of vodka? $180.
Really? How big? Like a normal size or a little one?
No, like a liter. Like,
oh, wow.
It was like, I was like, that's not even the one that bars have. Like, that's smaller.
Yeah. It's like an airplane or something. They're like, we got you in here, and you know.
Yeah, and he like, so then.
He works at the bank. He works at the money store. He can just go, go into the vault and grab some cash and go to the store. That's what I would do. That's why I don't work at a bank.
That's why I don't work at a bank. Yeah. So they're leaving. They still have like half the bottle left. And in a lot of situations, like say like for like the NCAA tournament, for example, you have that box for the whole tournament. So you're there on Friday night, then you're there all day Sunday, like Saturday's off.
So it becomes like a hotel room, like you just leave your shit in there?
Well, essentially, yeah. So like anything you order, they just leave it in there for you. Well, they're not coming back.
Yeah.
So, like, this guy had this big coat, and he's like, stuff it in this coat. It was hilarious.
Teenagers going to the prom.
Exactly. So, like, he's like, how's it look? And we're like, you look fat. And he's like, well, I am kind of fat. And we're like, all right, well, it works out then, doesn't it? Yeah. So then
she's like, that guy get fatter?
And they box all the food up for you, so we all get to bring the food home, which was
cool.
great, so... brought some pasta and some cookies home.
Yeah, we went to my parents because through work they got a spot up in Art Park in like the box up top with the bank.
Yep.
We went to a concert with them, and same thing, like all the food and stuff.
Yeah.
And my parents are old school. They're like, you're just leaving it here.
Right.
I'm like, I take a little bit of what I want, and they're fucking dude.
Oh yeah.
Just fucking everything, anything you could fit in the car, they took with them.
Sure.
I'm like, all right, yeah, rock on.
You guys aren't leaving that, are you?
What is, you guys
We'll take that.
You guys
Send
are
that over
nuts.
here.
Yeah.
More focaccia.
Yeah, good shit too.
Yeah, I mean everything was super good in the box. Lenova is not as good as it was when I used to live in Buffalo.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because they mass produce pizzas now.
Yeah.
Like they became like Buffalo's pizza place.
Yeah, so they're not as
So
they don't have the heart in it.
yeah, like I was like, it was a little disappointing. It's still good,
Right.
You know, I mean, it's still buffalo pizza, so it's still solid, but it is not what it was. Like
Right.
when I lived there 20 years ago, it was the pizza of pizzas.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it topped all the pizzas down here, everywhere. You know, but not anymore. Sorry, Lenovo, you're not getting my
You
vote
gotta be
anymore.
a cool indie band. You got too big, man.
You got too
Yeah,
big.
every band, they get too big, and then your shit becomes corporate and too mainstream.
Yep.
You should have stayed a cool little punk band.
Yeah. Yeah.
We went out. We took a drive out to Niagara Produce last weekend,
Okay.
or something. And I had never been there, and she hadn't
I've
been
never
there
been
in
there.
years. And she's like, they redid it. It's really neat. It's a big, awesome store.
Yeah?
Like go there in the summertime when the farms are actually ripping. Like, dude,
I know. I want to
every
do that.
type of fucking apple you can imagine, all
Right.
this shit. And there's what's the Italian place that's in there?
Molinero.
Molinero's. Has got a place in there.
Okay.
And yeah, they got everything. It's fucking great. And it was just
Montandos too.
yeah. There's the seafood.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
they got a bunch of that. They had everything. It's great, real high quality shit. But they had the Molinero's in there with classic old Italian guy, just like doing the dough.
Yeah.
What can I get for you?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. And like, dude, it got this big. It was a veg. It was like their veggie special. So
Okay.
it was like eggplant and peppers and everything
Oh,
on
nice.
like the big not bruschetta roll. What the fuck is the roll called? I'm blanking. Ciabatta. Bruschetta, ciabatta, fagata, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, dude, it was so fucking good.
Yeah?
And a fucking cannoli. Oh, dude, we housed that shit.
Do you guys still get that
Waddling over
box
there.
delivered to your house?
The butcher box?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just got one today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What came in it?
Sausages, which is cool.
Yeah.
Some big beef roast and shit like that. Tons of chicken thighs. Like tons of them. Or drumsticks, I mean. Tons of chicken drumsticks.
Now, where do you guys get this again? Because I
called
remember
Butcher
wanting to look
Box.
into it, and I never did it.
Butcher box.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's like a subscription.
Okay.
And you sign up for it and you just get like good
Comes
meat.
once a month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we supplement. We don't get. Do they do fish? I don't know. We don't really do the fish.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a
I
risky
mean, it's
move.
frozen. It's all frozen.
Right.
So in the winter, like right now, it's in the front porch because
so what,
I
you
open
put
the
your cooler
door
back out.
What?
You put your cooler back out? and
No,
they-
it's a
they-
box. It's a cardboard box that's like insulated, kind of, with
okay.
like this. It's kind of wrapped up in this packing shit that's like,
Okay.
and it's like frozen, fucking solid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, literally, as we were leaving to come here, I opened the door and it was sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't. You got to cut it all, like it's all packaged together, and you got to
Yeah.
separate it. We got the fridge downstairs and upstairs.
Sure,
so it's
sure.
a whole inventory. It's like the restaurant downstairs. It's like you get your
Yeah.
inventory, and that's your morning. Is fucking
Right.
setting up.
Right.
And so it's sitting in the front porch right now.
Okay.
Good thing this isn't live. Motherfucker be going there taking my steaks. We're saying, yeah, we don't get the seafood. That's where we go to the Natural Link.
Yeah.
Which is the shit.
Oh, man, I love the Natural Link.
Yeah.
Shout out to those boys. They frequent the Jug.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
dudes.
Yeah, they are. They're really good dudes.
Yeah, going there all the time, and they always got like the good olive oil and the good honey and all
man.
that shit.
They
all
really
the
do.
goodies up at the top. Yeah, well, that's where we get when we get the Becker. I mean, I think her whole thing is to have everything automated, where you don't even like every tomato shows up at the house exactly when it should.
Yeah.
And so like we get the butcher box, we get the fucking shit from them, and then we get the Becker Farms thing.
Okay.
Which I think the same day we took a drive out to Becker Farms and it was closed.
Huh.
We were trying to get a pie. So we went to Colson's. Is it Colson's or Carson's? What the fuck ever it was? Carson's. She's like, I want a blueberry pie. So we went and she got what she thought was a blueberry pie. But we got home and it was a bumbleberry.
Ooh, Bumbleberry.
Bumbleberry, which
Was it good?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. But I hear her in the kitchen goes, what the hell is a bumbleberry?
What is a Bumbleberry?
It was like apples and raspberry. It's like a mix of all different types of berries.
Oh, I thought maybe it was blueberry with honey or something for the bumblebee.
Dude, it was fucking good as shit. It was called a bumbleberry.
Bumbleberry.
You just didn't even read it. You just grabbed it and started eating.
Bumbleberry.
Yeah, we got out here in the kitchen. She's like, what the hell is a bumbleberry? I'm like, oh, all right, we'll throw it out then. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good shit. Yeah, we are, I mean, I've done a bit of traveling, and there's good food everywhere. That's the only reason you travel, is to go. That's the American way to travel. It's like, I want to go eat all of that stuff over there.
Yeah.
And then you figure out how to cook it, and then you bring those ideas back with you. But damn, we got a lot of good shit around here.
Yeah, we really do.
Feel bad for people who couldn't even conceive of that. I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you drive through some places, especially like, I don't know, in America, you drive through like a little town where there's
Nothing.
fast food and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
I
like,
know.
man, you guys don't even know.
No, they don't. They're like, oh, you got Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell.
Yeah, which is
That sucks.
yeah, like there's no actual, there's no Chevetta's chicken. They wouldn't even know what the fuck that means.
On our way back from Pittsburgh, I've only eaten at a Taco Bell one time in my life.
Really?
Yeah. Taco places, unless they're like...
It all seems like space food to me. It's all liquid. Like
Yeah,
everything is
I'm scared.
There's a yellow liquid and a brown liquid, and then a green liquid.
Taco
and
places
that's your-
freak me out for whatever reason.
Probably should.
They always have.
Yeah.
So, but we were all hungover as shit, and and McDermott loves freaking Taco Bell apparently. So he's like, oh, I gotta get these for me and Dunham, and I'm like, just get me one, whatever you're getting. It was fucking terrible. And I was really hungry and really hungover, kind of half in a bag still. So
Yeah.
anything should taste good.
Well, I think those places thrive off of this.
And it was awful.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're in business. And there's 1,000 of them.
Maybe people don't know any better.
I
Never
guess.
had real good, authentic Mexican food.
Oh God, it was brutal. So
Yeah.
I will never do that again. I did it one time when we were in Florida, just because this guy that I worked with, Dean, absolutely loved Taco Bell. And I'm like,
Maybe it's like a childhood
I haven't
thing.
been too many places.
Like you go
have
as
you?
a kid, and you have that in there. Like we all have McDonald's French fries when we were little kids. You go through the drive-through, you go with the playpen,
Right.
and all that shit. But you're like, and then you get up, and then you grow older. I don't know if you introduce, when you try to show someone in their 30s Star Wars,
Yeah,
they're like, this is fucking stupid.
right. Yeah, I don't know. I won't do it again. I'll tell you that.
We were
I'll
saying
starve.
it last time. The better way, instead of doing the McDonald's, is just go get all the shit yourself.
Yeah,
Get good beef.
right.
Go to DiCamillo's and get good rolls.
Yeah.
Or anything. You know what I mean? Get good,
Yeah.
fresh produce and chop it all up and make it the sandwich yourself with all the shit. And that's what it should get. What is the picture on the side of the building? And what you get is a microwaved fucking piece of plastic that some teenager, because they're not chefs back there.
No,
No, they're
They
kids.
sure aren't.
They're doing fentanyl.
Yeah, I know. And making fucking $15 an hour to do nothing. Kind of disgusts me, but whatever. Another exciting thing in my personal life that's going on is we're celebrating my grandmother's 90th birthday next Sunday.
Right on.
Yeah, so she turns 90 next Sunday, the 18th, and she doesn't listen to the show, so I can let the surprise out.
Oh, happy birthday. We just yelled at her.
No, she knows it's her birthday, but
We'll get
she
it
does
put-
not know that I'm having a specialty cake made that tastes like a Werther's original and has a Wheel of Fortune on the top of it.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, I got that special because those are her two favorite things on earth,
Oh, yeah.
besides her children and grandchildren, I think.
I guess we gotta trust in the older generations, because we're like, that's a cake for every grandma in the world.
Yeah.
So they must be onto something. We all are these vast array of people who have all these different tastes, and by
Yeah.
the time we get to 90, we're like, we all like these three things.
Yeah, I know, right?
We like Werther's Originals and The Price is Right.
Right. So, Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
See, I don't know yet. Maybe when I'm 90, I'll know.
yeah, I know. Same here.
Price is Right is trash.
Price is Right is trash. Fuck Drew Carey. Yeah, she's a fan of White Girl.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of excited because I've got my friend, shout out to Emily for doing this for me. She's going to make the
Emily's doing
cake.
it, yeah.
And she's up at Sabre, up in Niagara Falls Culinary School. If you're out there and you get a chance to go by there, set up an appointment and have dinner there because it's excellent. I've gone a couple
gotta get
times.
an appointment.
Yeah, but I've gone a couple of times to their pairing dinners and stuff where they pair the wines and the dinners and it's freaking unbelievable. Like these kids are they're being molded into really good chefs.
Nice.
So shout out to Emily again up at Sabre, and thanks again for doing this for me. And
So what does the cake look like? Is it one
it's
of
going to
those-
be a circular cake, because,
Yeah.
like the Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
And it's going to have the entire Wheel of Fortune,
Nice.
icing
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
top.
That's
And
great.
I know. So
You gotta get a picture of it before fucking all the old biddies start
I will.
ripping it to pieces.
I'm going to be the first one to see it. So the
Okay,
first thing
good,
we'll do is take a picture of it. I'm very excited about it. So you cut yourself out a little, piece of the pie, and you got $500, or
Nice.
maybe you go bankrupt. Who knows? So
We went up. We were in Canada recently. Well, we went, like I said, like we've been talking about, we're remodeling the house. So we wanted to get like some sort of trim and crown molding and shit. And she found this place called Foam Core.
yeah,
And it's like, it's foam, but it looks amazing. It looks like there's wood panelings, there's marbly looking panelings and shit, but it's like this really easy to use material, and it's really kind of futuristic and cool.
Okay.
So we went out to check out the place, but it was like it was their warehouse, not like a store, and they're moving. And we pull, of course, anything Lee looks up is awesome.
Yeah.
And then as we get there, I'm like, there's no way this is a walk in the door place.
Right.
This is like, we're at someone's work. This is like a construction office.
Wow. Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was, you walk in and they have like a little showroom.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, there's no way we're supposed to be here.
Right,
This
right.
whole security guy's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? It's a hard hat area, and we're just wandering around. But yeah, that was cool. So we were up there anyways, and we went by a little bakery called Bittersweet Symphony
Okay.
because of the name.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
I
of
would
the
have stopped
song,
there.
of course. And dude, the flowers these motherfuckers made were incredible looking.
Flowers.
Like the icing, like we're saying. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had
yeah.
a cake with the flowers on top.
Sure.
Where I'm like, that's a flower. And the
Yeah.
guy goes, no, my friend, you can eat. Go get the fuck out of here. Dude, they were amazing. The artwork they did out of this shit was fucking incredible.
That's cool. I like that kind of shit.
Yeah. Well, if there's any other material, you get used to using it.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, seeing in Rome what those motherfuckers can do with marble is
Right.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They make solids into waters. I don't know how.
Salads in the waters.
Yeah, they make a solid marble statue look like it's water rushing around.
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Magnificent.
You know, and then now I'm realizing shit like in fucking Talented Mr. Ripley, when Philip Seymour Hoffman pulls up in his little car and he's
Yeah.
singing a song and he walks over. That's right at the fountain where I saw the lady in the leather skirt with her
Oh,
kids
really?
having her picture taken.
I just watched that movie like 2 weeks ago.
When he pulls up the car and he
Yeah,
walks
yeah.
down the hood, that's right exactly where we were.
Wow. It was the first time I've ever seen it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good. It's creepy.
It is. Sure
Really
is.
weird. Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah.
It was good, though. Really good. Mm-hmm. He's very talented.
Yeah, it looks fun. Very talented, Mr. Ripley. Well, now my algorithm from the whole first month we got back was fucking Rome's best kept secrets.
Yeah.
Which is fucking irritating.
Right.
Because it's like, if you're at this place, go down this alleyway and behind these stairs and up the fucking hill, and there's like this awesome restaurant with the best, rooftop view of the city. And
Yeah.
you would never know it was there unless you saw this video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just walked past that alley 100 times.
Yeah.
And of course I didn't know it was there. How the fuck would
Yeah.
I know that?
Right.
You don't find out till you get back.
Right.
And then your algorithm says, hey, guess what you missed?
Well, that's like that place in Tennessee that I told you that Amy and I went to, the Greenbrier Inn. Like, we would have never found that place. If she didn't find it online,
Yeah.
we would have never known it was there because it was like halfway up the hill and like behind this other stuff.
See, that
And,
sounds like that's a Lee place. She would find the coolest place. And the
Yeah.
whole time on the way there, I'm like, there's no way this is right.
I know. I'm the same way. And Amy always finds, she's the exact same way as Lee is. Like, she finds these places that I'm like, how the fuck did you find this?
Yeah. And then it turns out to be dope. But
And it's like the best place I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Serving fucking salmon chowder. And I'm like,
Fuck, we were in Florida, and there was this kid. We were like a Uber kid, Uber Steve. I was using
Okay.
my phone as Uber Steve, and he had given us a ride like a couple times, and then he's like, "Hey man, if you want to like cut out the middleman of the Uber shit, just here's my number, and if you guys need a ride from the hotel, like this is my neighborhood. If you need a ride back to the hotel or whatever, just hit me up and just pay me, Venmo me." I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, Uber Steve, right on.
yeah.
And then but then so he picks us up and he takes us to some restaurant she found.
Yeah.
That's some cool ass amazing place.
Yeah.
And it's of course back in away from the city and everything, and we're off the Uber, the safety of the being in the Uber thing.
Right.
So you're like, first I'm like, well, this guy's gonna fucking rob us or something. I don't know, leave us out here in the middle of nowhere. And we're getting deeper and darker in, and we pull up to this restaurant that's obviously not only closed tonight, but been closed for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's just all boarded up, and then like there's just a cat like under the light, like a flickering street
Of
light,
course.
and there's a cat looking at us. And Uber Steve is like, these two are gonna kill me. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this shit?
You're like, Uber Steve's going to kill us. He's like,
Yeah.
they're going to kill me.
Yeah, so the whole ride we're all in the car going like, who's making the first move here?
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
And then I'm pretty sure we just ended up going to a nice, well-lit Outback Steakhouse
There you go.
at a strip mall. I was
Yeah.
like, Uber Steve, take us back to America.
Uber Steve. Take us back to America.
We tried to be cool and find a hit place, and it failed. We're all going to die. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Uber
Right.
Steve, hit it.
Well, that was, again, like when I was in Tennessee and I had to take that Uber at like 4 a.m. and it was fucking dark and he was taking me, it was like where the hills have eyes. Like I was like, dude, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why is this guy going this way? Because it was not the way to go.
Yeah.
And it took us through the mountains for fucking like almost a full hour, going 20 miles an hour because it was treacherous.
He just keeps looking in the mirror back at you guys, licking his lips.
And then, like, anytime a car would come, we'd have to pull over because there wasn't enough room for 2 cars to get by.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I'm ready for this guy. I'm ready. I'm like, we're gonna have quite a fucking journey here if he fucking pulls over and thinks that he's getting one over on me. So, but it was a little nerve-wracking for sure. Like, I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Well, like, I mean, like, hitchhiking was a thing, but there's, like, those kind of, those rules of the road that was from before our time. Mm-hmm. But, like, now I can't explain that. Like, no, you just get in with the stranger and off you go.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Your parents wouldn't let you hitchhike.
No.
Because that's crazy.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that.
No. I mean,
now,
I did it a couple times.
You're like, well, he's got 5 stars, so.
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess.
He's got fucking 4.5 stars. That's good enough.
Yeah. That is a monumental amount of trust. I'm sure all the fail-safes are in place and everything. But,
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah.
It's still a bit of a leap of faith.
And then there's the ones that somehow they have like 4 or 5 stars, and like there's 3 or 4 of you getting in the car, and you're like, dude, your back seat's full. What are you doing? Like, so he's got to get out. He's got to put everything in his trunk, and it's a fucking disaster in there.
Weird.
I'm like, he never ran into this problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, this has happened to me like 5 times now. And I still give him 5 stars every time, like, because I don't want anything to happen to my rating.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to make sure I'm always picked up when I need to be
Maybe
picked
that
up.
is this whole standoff between everybody.
I think it is.
We're all lying. We're like, great service.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
You cocksucker.
Yeah, like the
You're only
Jug
getting
and
15%.
all the Yelp reviewers
Yeah.
are like, wonderful customer, great tipper. They're like, good service, fresh food. Motherfucker, don't you move.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. I never hitchhike, I don't think.
I did when I was a kid. There was no other way.
Like straight up thumb on the road?
I'm on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
To where?
Youngstown, Lewiston, back and forth.
Yeah, okay.
Like
well, that's
Creek
more
Road.
like the odds are somebody's going to like know.
Yeah.
Right? Be like,
Yeah.
there's the Hardin kid.
He's the Hardin kid.
Yeah, you're not like out on the highway.
No. This is more like Creek Road.
Yeah.
So you had just as good a chance of getting picked up by your bus driver as you did a weirdo.
Do you remember at one time I was in Lewiston, I'm walking my sister's dog back to her house. And I was like a block away. And it had started like lightly raining.
Yeah.
And this kid pulls up in this real shitty car with like a wigger kid.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, yo, my man, you need a ride? And I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm going right here. He's like, you sure? Like, and he wouldn't let it go. He was like, you sure, man? Come on, man. Get in the car, man. It's raining and shit. You got your dog and everything. Come on, man. He's like some sketchy-looking kid with a disgusting car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't get in the car. Like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And like, he's all right, man. And I was like,
And maybe he was just a really good Samaritan.
exactly. And I'm like, what the fuck was up with that? I'm going to call the cops. Be like, sir, police. This is a strange man being nice. I don't trust him.
Yeah.
He just really wouldn't let it go. I'm like, it's not raining that bad.
Or maybe he was a wacko.
Well, we've been known to walk. When there's like a
small
snowstorm
dog
and
fetish.
shit. Yeah, you want to eat the dog? Come on, man, I'm hungry.
Come on, man. I'm hungry.
We fucking were walking on the 3 days it did snow. I was like, let's get bundled up and go walk in the snow.
Yeah.
And we needed to get something at the hardware store, for the house.
Right.
And we went in and we're just covered in snow like it's fucking the thing or something.
Yeah.
And the guy who owns it is like, you guys take the craziest days to take walks. There's been so many times where we've come in there in like a monsoon.
Yeah.
I'm like,
all
it's beautiful.
disheveled.
What are you talking? It's beautiful. It's a nice day.
Whew. You're shivering.
Yeah. Well, think about people who never had winter. It would be fucking mind-blowing to just be placed in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Where there's pictures I was looking through old pictures, and she's got pictures of me walking down Center Street on the sidewalk, and it's plowed up.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, the snow pile is taller than me.
Yeah.
And it was like these walls of snow. It was really fucking cool. Kind of miss that shit. God damn it, Taylor Swift and your fucking planes.
I know.
You really had to get there that fast, bitch.
Right. Fucking pain in the ass. Killing everything around here. So we had a Dave Webb just passed away. I don't know if you're familiar with Webb Concrete.
I've seen the sign everywhere.
Yeah, so he passed away the day before yesterday. The reason that I'm bringing this up is because he used to take his little Bobcat and go around and do all the sidewalks in Youngstown.
Yeah.
Just as a good Samaritan. And those days are over. We're going to have to shovel the sidewalks again, I think.
Somebody's not going to take up the mantle? Someone's not going to... Did he leave the Bobcat to anybody?
I don't... Nobody... I mean, it's only been 2 days. I don't know.
Well...
So, we'll find out.
Someone's got to...
Somebody's got to do it.
Who took Rick Jenneret's spot at the Sabres thing? You didn't. They didn't give it to you.
No, I know. I'd be better, trust me.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd be on TV. It'd be satellite radio only.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be FCC compliant.
I know. Yeah, I would definitely be dropping some bombs. God, what the fuck is his name? I don't even know his name. Him and Marty Biron do it now. Marty's one of the old goalies, but he's like French Canadian, so it's kind of hard to understand him half the time, and he looks like a wolf too.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's got the brightest blue eyes you ever saw.
It's quite romantic.
I'm trying to get that gig. Yeah, so we actually saw them. We walked by them when we were going through the suite.
Yeah, in the little broadcast booth.
Yeah. Matt Costello was super excited.
Tight gig.
He's like, "Did you see Marty Biron? Did you see Marty Biron?" I was like, "Yeah, I've seen him like 800 times."
Dude, that's a baller gig. Imagine, man, like in the 70s. You know what I mean? You're just in a tweed suit, just getting bombed on scotch.
Oh yeah,
and you're just
for
like,
sure.
I watch hockey and just talk about it.
Yeah.
That's the gig.
Chain smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, chain smoke cigarettes. Just sit in the
Drink
booth,
a
just
fucking
watch.
half a bottle of scotch.
That's fucking awesome.
It is.
What a dope gig.
And get paid fucking, about 3 times as much as your average American.
Yeah, and everybody in the city fucking loves you.
And everyone in the city absolutely loves you.
And this is before the internet and social media. Like, they don't know anything outside of the game itself. Of you talking during the game. Everything.
Most of them don't even know what you look like.
Yeah.
You could walk by them in a store and back then.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Like fucking Slapshot. Like those, I know the movie Slapshot is supposed to be about these struggling hockey players. I'm like, this looks like a blast. What are you guys talking about? This is fun.
Absolutely. Great movie.
Yeah, with his fucking big fur coat running around.
Oh, Canada. So we did this little study just to find out. Because Buffalo does the, I don't know if I talked to you about this or not, but they do the American and the Canadian national anthem every single game, no matter what.
Yeah.
We are the only arena in the NHL that does that.
Really?
Yes. So
wait,
all arenas
in the only American USA based arena that does that, because I would have to assume that Toronto. All the Canadian teams do that. No. They're in the NHL.
So this is what it is. If it's Canada, if it's on Canadian soil and they're playing an American team, they do both.
Okay.
If it's in America and they're playing a Canadian team, they do both.
Okay.
But if it's an American team versus an American team,
they just do American.
They just do America.
All right.
And if it's Canadian versus Canadian, they just do the Canadian one.
Right on.
But every single game, all 82 every year, the Buffalo Sabres do both. They're the only arena in the whole league to do it.
Is there a reason for that?
Just maybe because we're just on the border. I don't know.
They can decide.
We were talking about
joint custody.
There's a lot of other teams that are close to the border, probably not quite as close as us.
Yeah.
But you got your Detroits and your Minnesotas,
right,
and Ottawa, even Toronto.
Detroit's right across the river, the same kind of way we are, aren't they? Like right
across. Yeah. But I'm telling you right now,
Detroit. I think Detroit just plays like the 8 Mile soundtrack now.
Probably.
That's their anthem. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. But it was pretty interesting that we're we stand alone in that one.
That, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Paying respects. Well, I think every game should have it. Just paying respects to Canada. It's a Canadian game.
It is a Canadian game. But they don't do it. Like if the Rangers play the Devils, New Jersey and New York, you're only hearing the American national anthem.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
I found it pretty interesting.
All the players are Russian.
Yeah, and I don't think we ever do that one.
They don't play like the creepy Russian anthem. I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure it's fucking creepy.
I'm sure that it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a little bit like
it's probably not
kind of scared.
Chipper. Yeah, it's probably a bit of a bummer song.
Oh God, yeah. Well, they got to keep them in line.
Yeah.
You skate hard. Get back out there. So, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, that's fun facts. Fun sports facts.
Yeah.
So are we hopeful for the Bills for next year? Are we thinking they're going to do some house cleaning and get some of these chumps out of there?
Yeah, there's going to be a little house cleaning. So next year, I don't know. 2 years is the projected thing now.
2 years?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
2 years. We got to get rid of some of these giant contracts of players that fucking suck and don't play anymore. And that's going to take a year.
Damn, dude.
So unless like Von Miller restructures and Trey White restructures and I mean really restructure, then we're not going to be able to bring anybody else in. And the whole defense should be back next year, which wasn't really much of a problem the second half of the season. The defense was, quite frankly, pretty incredible since we were down to our second and third stringers.
I think they got nervous in front of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
They got nervous in front of her.
Well, Josh sure didn't, because Josh, as much as people
He doesn't
want
need
to
Taylor
say,
Swift. He's dating Jerry Seinfeld.
yes. But as much as people want to say Josh can't win the big one, if you look at his stats in all these games, they're unbelievable. And it's like, where's the rest of the team?
Yeah.
We're like, he fucking lit them up. And to put fucking 25 points on the board and fucking, in the playoffs, second round of the playoffs, like, you should win. Mm-hmm. You should win. I mean, these teams are winning 17-7. We put up 25 points and we lose. But again, we were down to like our third string defense. So, and Mahomes and fucking Kelsey decided to be Mahomes and Kelsey again. Fucking homos.
It is funny how, like, if we were born and bred in Kansas City, you'd be wearing a Mahomes jersey right now. Maybe you'd still hate him. You think you'd have that much? I
don't like his family.
I don't know if
his dad got a DWI the other night.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I know.
That's fun.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Where? Not here.
No,
Not there. It must have been here.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Probably
in some city that his son beat.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like, dude, you are a
Mahomes. You related to Patrick? DWI.
Yeah. You're a fucking made man in that city.
Yeah.
Everywhere else, you're an enemy. I didn't consider that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you win the Super Bowl, that means you beat everybody else. That means everybody else lost.
Right.
Now you got everybody else at your back.
Yeah,
Storming the castle wall.
You got 31 teams that hate you.
Yeah, dude, 31 cities you
31
shouldn't drive
cities.
drunk in.
Yeah, exactly. So, so that's a fun fact, and I'm super happy about it.
What anthems do they sing at the Bills games? They don't sing Canadian anthems at the Bills games.
No. There's no Canadian teams.
Well, yeah, I know, but still, the location of the arena, I guess, is not the... All right.
Well, it's downtown Buffalo, and then there's Orchard Park. Orchard Park's like out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's not as close to Canada.
No.
So it's far enough. Well, maybe that's why they built it there. Like, build it away so we don't have to sing both them fucking songs.
Right.
It takes all day.
Right.
It's already a long day.
It is one of the funnest parts of the day, though, when they do the anthem, though, because, when they do the Rockets Red Glare, the fireworks go shooting out of both end zones, and then the fucking planes come over.
I thought you were talking about Taco Bell again.
Yeah.
Fireworks come shooting out of the end zone.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You ever see like a GoPro video of like the parachute guys who jump in like during like college Pro Bowl games? Like, motherfucker will jump out of the plane to come down, but he has the GoPro on his head.
Yeah.
And it's really cool how like it starts with like this little dot in the distance.
Sure.
And it just gets bigger and bigger, and then he's falling into a giant bowl of 80,000 college kids.
Right.
It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Did you ever see Wisconsin University? They do jump around.
Oh no!
Yeah, at the beginning of every game.
Yeah,
there's 102,000 people or something like that, and they play jump around, and the whole fucking stadium jumps up and down.
That's gotta feel nuts.
It's gotta feel incredible.
Yeah,
like I want to go to a Wisconsin Badgers game real bad just for that.
For the intensity of it.
Yeah.
Well, because you go...
It's super loud,
Yeah, and it bounces. If you're in stands like that, they're made to bounce, like earthquake-proof shit. Yeah. Like when you're at MSG watching fish, like everyone's... When you're like bouncing with the music and then you stop, you realize the thing's been bouncing the whole time.
I did that at RFK when I saw the Dead. Like I was when they were doing Iko Iko, I was like, holy fuck, man, this whole fucking place is moving like probably 3 inches.
Yeah, it's
you know?
made to do that. I hope.
I hope. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's when you get up to them like skyscrapers and shit. Like we went to the any city where there's like a 360 view of the city.
Yeah.
You get up there, you can kind of feel like on a windy day and you're in Chicago or something, or just the vertigo from being up that high.
Yeah.
You can like, I feel kind of like we're moving a little bit.
Right.
Like it's made to twist and bend in the wind.
Yeah. I hope
Trippy.
so.
Wonder who figured that out.
I don't know.
First time the fucking wind blowing somewhere, some college game happens and the whole thing collapses. You're like, oh shit, we should put a little give in that.
Yeah, we just lost 100,000 people.
That's cool. Jump around gets them going. I'll have to put jump around on the list for Saturday.
Yeah, it's a good
Put
one.
all this stuff on the list for Saturday.
Jump around is a good one, and it gets people going.
That's the Irish national anthem.
It is. It really is. Yeah, but I actually brought that up last night. That's the reason that it's kind of fresh in my head is because on the way home from the game, it came on the radio. And I watched a documentary about it like a year ago. And it must have been during one of our hiatus why I didn't remember it and bring it up. And because I thought it was the coolest thing. Like, I was like, this is fucking really cool, like, that they do this. And they've been doing it for like 20 years now or something like that. Every home game. That's how the game starts. And the fucking players run onto the field to jump around and fucking the whole stadium's
Getting
going,
everybody
jump
fucking
around,
fired up.
jump
Yeah.
around, jump up and get down. You know, it's fucking badass. So, yeah, fun times in football.
Well, what do we got? We got the Flash.
The Flash.
Savior of the Universe. The Bills games when they they Flash. Ah.
Yeah.
They do that. They do fucking White Stripes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They do
definitely.
that riff. Yeah.
Yep. Always that one. They do that one at the Sabres games too. Apparently.
I think they do it at every sporting event. Yeah. I would assume.
It is. It's a good one.
Get some motherfuckers going.
Yeah. So.
They still do the Gary Glitter one.
The one.
Banana, hey, banana.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Even though that guy's accused of some crimes.
Yeah.
Gary Glitter got caught with some files on his computer that he shouldn't have.
Uh-oh.
And everyone's like, it's a banger. The song's good. You gotta
Maybe
keep
they
it.
don't do it anymore.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one.
It was in the Joker movie. But that movie was about a bad man doing bad things. So
Yeah, I
maybe
know.
it fit. I don't know.
Yeah, those might go together there.
Yeah, I mean, there's there was a video I saw of a bunch of college kids going apeshit to Mr. Brightside at one of those games. And
Mr. Brightside?
The Killers.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, and it was like they turned the volume down so everyone's God, it's just the price I pay.
Yep.
And everyone's screaming.
Yeah,
That's pretty fucking cool.
it is pretty cool.
White people love that song.
They do.
Yeah. We watched the video for another killer song. Was it Read My Mind? And it's the one where they're in Tokyo. And there's like always these eras. I can trace my life through eras of where I did have cable somewhere.
Yeah.
And VH1 would play music videos all night. And I'd be up all night after doing gigs, or whatever. And I'd go home and I would just watch these videos. And that was one of them. And I was like, that is a great song.
Right.
And they're in Tokyo running around. And now I see it.
Yeah.
It was, this is from 2010 or something.
Sure.
But now I watch it and I recognize the park they were at.
Yeah.
And where they're at in the city and shit like that. That's pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
That's a great song.
Oh yeah. Yep. So, we got we booked Michael Glubecki from Rusted Root.
Mm-hmm.
And it's official now, Friday, August 16th. And you guys are going to open for him.
Yeah, Phoes.
So that's a good one.
Wait, when is it?
Friday, August 16th.
All right, write that down.
And I'm still working on the Spin Doctor show, but it is happening.
Nice.
Yay.
And then Biv is going to open for that one, I believe. Right?
Yeah.
So those are going to be some pretty fucking kick-ass shows, and I'm looking at looking at a couple other ones.
I've been digging through all the old videos and everything all the old hard drives. It's fucking incredible the amount of shit we've done.
Yeah.
But you look at old Jug things where we're under a white tent, a little pop-up tent.
Yeah.
We're on a carpet in the dirt under this tent, just like trying to get something going.
Yes.
And then now we're booking national touring acts to come play on a big balls-our-ass fucking stage.
Exactly.
It's pretty fucking cool.
I know. So, yeah, we're getting there. We still got we're still looking for some people to start sponsoring this show.
Yeah.
and then we'll have made it.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you want us to sell? We'll hawk something for you.
Yeah, we definitely will.
We gotta find like a Chinese boner pill company or someone who doesn't even know. We're just on their roster and they don't know why.
Yeah.
No, because then all our fans will start walking around the Jug with boners all the time.
Oh boy. Well, if they're Asian boners, we won't notice. But yeah, so, and we've got a couple other big acts that are going to be coming too, and I will release that information in the weeks to come because the contracts are not signed yet, so I don't want to say anything. Mm-hmm. But once they are,
not
I
Toby
think
Keith.
No, he's not going to make it this year. But I think a couple of them are going to be. People are going to be very excited.
Good.
Very excited.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So, it looks like we're going to have probably, we've had one or two national acts each year for the last couple of years now, and this year we're looking to bump it up to 4, possibly even 6.
Yeah.
So we're really starting to make a move here, I think.
That's really cool. And that is almost like you're lifting up a rock.
Yeah.
And like letting the world discover this little pocket we have down here.
I know.
And then Youngstown's going to become the new Aspen, and it's going to be all your fault. A bunch of rich people are going to move in, ruin it. It's going to lose all its charm.
And we'll move to another town and do it all over again and ruin everyone else's life.
Yeah. I know. It's just like it starts, it looks like fucking Deadwood. Like we're just building a thing with a written sign that says bank.
Yeah, exactly.
And then a few years later, we're like, Billy Joel's here? What the fuck happened?
What is Billy Joel doing here? And Elton John?
Well, that's great, man. Big, exciting stuff coming for the summer.
Definitely. It's going to be a great summer. We'll put something together for Cinco de Mayo, too. Again, still a ways off. I'm going down to Florida for 10 days, so
yeah,
we're going to have some fresh material for sure from that.
Do something crazy.
Well, I got my boys that live down there, besides Hot Dog, who listen to the show, are gonna come down, and we're going to do like a round of golf and a night out. And these are my old high school buddies, so we'll have some fucking stories for sure. Because these guys get, even in their fucking 40s, they get a little wild.
I think that happens. It's you get together with the high school boys, and you kind of all snap back to high school times.
Exactly.
I guess.
Exactly. So we're gonna have some banger shows coming up, not only out on the stage, but right here in the living room too.
All right, sounds good, man.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Tell your friends. Show this to everybody.
Yep.
Show them. Tell them.
Tell everybody.
Tell them.
Yeah.
All right,
See you
bye.
next time.
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.